All right, Herc, here's some comments from Julie Ertz released in a statement via US Soccer. Quote, "It's very exciting to be back with the team again, and I'm grateful to have this opportunity. I have to work out details in regards to my club situation, but I am very thankful to Zach, my family, and US Soccer for the amazing support they have provided to get me back to this point. I've been training hard, excited to see where I'm at physically and getting better each day. I'm going into this camp the same way I always have, to compete with the best women in the world." Julie Ertz called into the U.S. women's national team 600 plus days removed from her last competitive match. Herc, are you cool with it?
No, not cool with it. I'm not cool with the double discourse here going on by Vlatko Andonovski, where he says one thing and then does another. Was it not Vlatko Andonovski that told everybody, the press, his players, and Julie, that first she needed to get back to her club team? She didn't prove that she was fit, that she was healthy, play with her club, and then earn the opportunity to come back. And now, there it is. There's a conversation that he had, supposedly, with Julie Ertz back in 2022. If I'm a player for Vlatko Andonovski, if I'm an Andy Sullivan, a Christy Mewis, a Lindsey Horan, or anybody else who's played that position, how can I perceive this message? And then on top of that, he says, if someone who's 80% or 90% is better than somebody else's best, then too bad. That's what he's saying now?
I mean, isn't that the truth, Herc? Isn't that the truth?
Shut up. Don't say anything. Just don't say anything. Keep your mouth shut.
Right.
Because what you did is you put the parameters for Julie Ertz coming back. And now what you're doing is saying, I saw what I have. It's not very good. I'd rather take my chances with a player who just had a baby and almost 600 days, over 600 days, of no competitive matches than what I have. It's a slap in the face to the players who are there and to the players who aspire to be there.
Yeah. Herc, let me ask you this. If Vlatko Andonovski genuinely believes that Julie Ertz can help this team and he hasn't figured out what to do at that 6, wouldn't he be irresponsible not to at least try?
How long have they been doing this? It's 2 years and he couldn't find a 6? That's the reality here. Okay.
It's 2 years.
And it's also a place of privilege for Julie Ertz. Most players don't have the luxury, don't have the ability to say, forget it. I don't need to play club soccer to survive.
Yeah.
I don't need to play club soccer.
I think that's the interesting thing here, right?
To prove that I can come back to the women's national team. I'll pick and choose.
Yeah. This seems like something from, I don't know, 20 or 30 years ago in the women's game, when a player could really either almost not have a club career or really minimize their club commitments and focus solely on the national team. But in 2023, it's hard to believe that this is happening. I think this is Herc assigned to two things. One, the player that Julie Ertz was, because she really was that player, and they really haven't replaced her. But it's not just 2 years, right? 2 years is how long it's been basically since she played for the national team. Her last full professional season was 2019. I mean, you got to go way back. So I think it really truly is a sign of desperation. And people might say, we're being hyperbolic or we're exaggerating. I don't know what else to call the #1 team in the world according to the FIFA rankings. No, according to the FIFA rankings. I don't know what else to call the #1 team in the world, the defending World Cup champions, calling in a player who hasn't played in over 600 days in a competitive match in the last window before a World Cup. I don't know what else to call that, Herc, other than desperate. But if Vlatko Andonovski believes this is the desperate play, I think he's got to take it. I think he's got to at least kick the tires on this.
Take it. You've already done it. But keep your mouth shut. I'll leave you with this, the last words that'll make your mind, your head explode. As everyone else, she will have to earn her minutes, She will have to earn her minutes. Nothing is going to be given. That's what Vlatko said.
All right, well, she can earn it in this camp, and who knows, maybe she will end up playing in the NWSL. She said in her statement, nothing decided yet, but we know that Angel City has had her right. She's had the opportunity. Angel City has wanted her to play, but so far, Julie Ertz has not. Let's see what she can bring to the U.S. women's national team.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.